action coming up cross country.
Hello, football fans, and welcome to Aces Field on this Friday night as we are back home here in Hicksville and getting ready for week number 3 varsity football action, the last week of non-conference action for the GMC teams of this high school football season. The Edon Bombers have made the trip from Williams County, and they are going to be the guests tonight as the Aces look to up their record. They're 1-1 coming into the game. They're looking to put another one in the victory column here tonight and go up 2 wins and 1 losses to head into the GMC season starting next week. Hi everybody, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, here with you up in the press box along with Chris Warner, who's operating the camera and overseeing the live stream this evening. We're getting ready for the Aces to take the field as we will get ready to get this varsity football game underway here tonight. A beautiful night for football, not a cloud in the sky, and very mild, not too hot, not too humid, not too windy, not too rainy. It's just perfect conditions for action on the gridiron this evening. Well, as we get ready to get things started, we'll take some time here as we want to recognize our 4 diamond-level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible from here at Aces Field this evening. They include the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Thanks also to our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and online at aptmfg.com. As the Edon Bombers take the field, and here come the Aces. Also a big thank you to our friends at the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. And of course, our good friends at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, a world-class facility located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. They're also online at www.arcsolinc.com. So thanks to all of them. As diamond-level underwriting supporters, they underwrite all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. And in the fall, that means a lot of volleyball, football, and that's from the junior high all the way up through the varsity level. I want to thank them so very much. Hope you will too. Remember, anytime you see Aces Sports action here on Hicksville Community Television, they're the ones that help make it possible, our diamond-level underwriting supporters here on HIX-TV. Well, we're capping off what has been a busy week. First week of school for the Aces. They got things started with a welcome assembly on Monday morning. And we had junior high volleyball Monday afternoon. We had varsity and junior varsity volleyball on Tuesday afternoon. Did a live update on Wednesday. More high school volleyball on Thursday. Christopher did the sorting ceremony this morning at the school, and here we are on Friday night getting ready for football action as the Aces are dropping back to receive the opening kickoff. Brant Langham is going to be the deep man for the Aces here tonight. The Bombers took a loss to the, let's see, they've lost their last, I think they're 0-2. They lost. I know they lost to Antwerp in week number 2.
I thought they were 1-1.
They might be. We'll let Christopher, when he gets a chance, he can work his internet magic and let us know. But I do know that Antwerp beat them last week. I think it was like 52-24, something like that.
Yes, Edon is a 1-1.
Same as the Aces.
Yeah, they lost Antwerp, but they beat Edgerton 28-26.
All right, so close game with Edgerton, and then they got waylaid by the Archers. The Archers, of course, the Aces opponent coming up next week in week number 4. Here we go, kick is up, and it'll come down, bounce, and Langham will scoop it up at about the 25-yard line. Langham still on his feet. He'll get out near the 34, and that's where they'll bring him down. They might even give him forward progress to the 35. So the Aces, a nice return out to their own 35-yard line to get things started here in quarter number 1. I grabbed the wrong roster sheet. I'd have been calling all kinds of weird names and numbers. Our listeners would have been like, what the heck? Pitch back from Turnbull. And not much there. That's going to be a big loss for the Aces back to about the 29-yard line. Well, we're going to say the 30 on forward progress. Loss of 5. So Turnbull's pitch out goes nowhere. So it looks like Edon's been watching the tapes to figure out how to deal with this quick hitter pitch and run that the Aces are using. A short pass and run. 11:21 to go. Clock stops, and now they'll start it up again. There we go. Garrett Turnbull drops back, works out of the shotgun as always. Quick man in motion. Hand off, and they're waiting for him right there at the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose another couple yards. Zedike was the carrier, and Cross was able to go nowhere. They dropped him for another 2-yard loss to ring up third and about 17 now. Aces need to get the ball to the 45-yard line to move the chains, and right now resting again at the 28.
George Green coming in for the Aces.
So big George Green as the Aces are facing a 3rd and 17 here. Fake to Green, pitch over the middle to Langham powering forward. He'll get some positive yardage. Brandt gets it out across the 35 to about the 36. Well short of first down yardage for the Aces, and it looks like the punting unit will come onto the field. Langham will drop back to punt as they're still too far into their end of the field to risk it on a 4th and very long. 4th and 9 coming up. Langham gets his foot into it, comes down at the 40-yard line and takes a sort of a lateral bounce. The Aces will down it at about the 39, it looks like. And we'll get our first look. Are they going to put it right at the 40-yard line? We'll get our first look at the Bombers offense. Bob Olin, the head coach of the Edon Bombers. They play out of the Toledo Area Athletic Conference. Their quarterback also going to work out of the shotgun. I think that's Corbin Chrisman, up number 10. I'm sorry, that's Kyler Sapp. Sapp's pass caught out to the 49-yard line of the Aces, and that should be enough for a first down. And it is. Sapp, a 6-foot junior, clocking in at 188 pounds for the Bombers. Their first play from scrimmage clocks some 11 yards. Sapp will work out of the shotgun. Nobody in the backfield with him. Pass over the middle, and it's dropped. Attended receiver number 2, Colton Willis. So nothing doing on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Stop the clock with 9:21 to go in the first quarter.
Second and 10 for Bombers.
Second and 10. Kyler Sapp in the backfield all alone. Quick hitter, caught, and still on his feet. First down yardage and more. They finally knock him out of bounds. We'll see where they're going to mark it officially. It looks to be about the 42-yard line. That'll be enough to move the chains again. Again, nobody in the backfield with Sapp. Puts a man in motion. High snap. Catches made by number 8, Cohen Holbert. Holbert down inside the 30. So Colin Holbert makes the grab, goes in motion, catches and runs, takes it down to about the 27-yard line of the Aces. And another first down for the Bombers, who came ready to play here tonight. They're not wasting any time, moving it right down the field. Sapp. 3 wide out on the far side, 2 on the near side. A quick throw, caught. That was the grab made by Kendall Briggle, number 3, and Briggle brought down just short of the 20-yard line. That'll move the Bombers to just on the edge of the red zone here. Second down. And about 4. Officially going to say 2nd and 3. Sapp under pressure. Sapp running, puts the ball in the air. Over the head of the intended receiver, number 4, Briggs Gallagher. And incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Bombers. Waiting for the signal from the sideline. Clock stopped at 8:17 with the incomplete pass. Sapp, again, 3 out on the far side, 2 on the near side towards us. Snap. Puts the ball in the air, caught. And brought down, but that should be enough to move the chains. So Sapp will get ready for another pitch back. Takes the snap. Sapp in trouble. Manages to escape from some defenders. Sapp still on his feet heading to the end zone. And touchdown Edon. Bombers score first with 7:45 to go here in quarter number 1 to take an early 6-0 lead over the Aces. Get ready for the extra point attempt. Kick is up and good.
Just the word in.
So with that, the Aces will go up 7-0 here tonight. Or excuse me, the Bombers will go up 7-0 with 7:45 to go. We've been told we're having some audio issues, so we're trying to figure out just what is going on with that.
The Aces will get ready to receive the kick. Deep man for the Aces.
With this,
Deep man for the Aces. That's going to be number 8, Brant Langham. Brant Langham still on his feet. Still on his feet. He's at the 35. Brant Langham getting taken down at about the 50-yard line.
First down number 8, Aaron Hobart. There's a flag on the play.
There is a flag on the play.
And I'm back with you too, making some adjustments to see if we can correct some of our sound issues.
The flag was thrown at about the 15-yard line. I cannot hear myself. Alrighty.
All right.
The block in the back against the Aces. If we have the distance to the goal.
So half the distance to the goal for the Aces.
A real 7-yard line.
As they'll reset and get ready to go here. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hicksville. Quick handoff.
The 44-23 on the carry for the Aces. Brought down by number 57, Blake Baker. That's a 2nd and 12.
So 2nd and 12 for the Aces here. That's the clock rolling with about 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Turnbull drops the ball. I think the Aces get it back.
Alrighty here.
So we're trying to solve some of our audio problems. I can hear Christopher. I don't know if he can hear me or not. Aces again backed up. The 2nd and 12, the ball on the 2-yard line. 3rd and 12 now, excuse me. As after the turnover, the Bombers getting ready to see if they can punch it in. And that'll go in for the touchdown and put Edon up by a score of 13-0. Extra point pending. Kick is up, and that one's good, so that'll put them up 14-0. So the Aces find themselves down now 14-0. As we're trying to figure out what the bugaboo is with our sound here tonight. And we'll see if that works a little bit better. So we'll be 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line for Hicksville. As we'll switch to an alternate microphone and see if that works any better. Incomplete over the middle. So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Aces with 5:47 to go here in the first quarter. Heading out across Seedike with the play from the sideline. And we'll get set here for this 2nd down play. Pass up, caught, and incomplete. Couldn't hand on it enough. Pass was to, I think Langham was the one that made the grab. He tried to turn to move it upfield and was not able to hang on to it. And we'll get ready for a 3rd down play here from the Aces. Yes. We'll have to head back to the shop, and Christopher will have to take a look at the OBS software and figure out I couldn't turn the microphones down. They're red hot tonight. He thinks it's the sound box, but yeah. So we'll see. We'll have to do some adjustments. That one's a tackle for a loss. That'll bring up a long 4th down as the Aces lose the yardage all the way back to the 25-yard line, and they're going to have to punt it away again, down 14-0. So now that we've got our alternative microphone working here, I can stop having to do the troubleshooting and focus on the game for their here on out. So bad punt. It'll roll across the 50-yard line and trickle out of bounds at about the 49. So Edon will get the ball back in prime field position, just under 5 minutes to work with. And they'll have 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. Already up 14-0 as the first quarter of this game not going at all the way the Aces had hoped to. They were looking to put another one in the win column here tonight. Edon up to the line. Kyler Sapp working out of the shotgun, puts a man in motion. Number 7, Eli Dickman. Long snap. Sapp handles it, puts it in the air. Dickman wide open on the far side of the field and just short. Just short. That would have been trouble if he'd have grabbed it and hauled it in. But it hits the turf, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 and stop the clock with 4:51 to go in our opening quarter. That one incomplete downfield. And that'll bring up third down. That ball still sitting at the Bombers 30, or make that 49-yard line. Play comes in. Sapp. Again, nobody in the backfield with Kyler Sapp. He's got 3 wide receivers on the near side towards us, 2 on the far side. He drops back, looks over the field. He's going to hang on to it himself. Sapp takes off. Sapp gets the first down and steps out of bounds just across the 40-yard line. Sapp knew exactly how far he needed to go. The opening was there, and he took off. Gets across the 40, steps out of bounds at the 39, and gets the Bombers a fresh set of downs here at Aces Field. Steps out of bounds and stops the clock with 4:37 to go in the first quarter. Sapp again puts the ball in the air. That through the hands of the number 2, Colton Willis, and incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up for Edon. Bombers reset, 2nd and 10. Sapp gets the snap, puts the ball in the air. Again, through the hands of his receiver. This time, Kendall Briggle had it go right between his paws and incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 10. So the Aces have lucked out a couple times here with dropped passes. If you are in the Hicksville area, and if you're a Hicksville student, students have free admission to the game here tonight. So if you do want to come on out and join us for the fun, you're welcome to join us. Free admission again for Hicksville students tonight. Long pass, and that's caught. That'll be trouble. Over on the far side, Max Radaball hauls it in for a fresh set of downs, and into the red zone they go. That'll be down near the 10-yard line. They're going to put it right at the 10, where it'll be 1st and goal for the Bombers. Bless you, Chris. So 1st and 10, or 1st and goal rather, from the 10. Sapp drops back, puts the ball in the air, caught, heading for the end zone, touchdown. Max Radabaugh takes it into the end zone, and that'll put the Bombers up now 20-0, and still over 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. At this rate, the Aces look like they may be dealing with the running clock after halftime. I want to remind you, too, at halftime, Edon Bombers Band is here along with the Aces Pride Marching Band. Halftime shows will be coming up. We'll have them for you here on the live stream. PAT attempt for the Bombers. They get the personnel out on the field. Ball is snapped. Kick is up. And it goes wide to the right. So, oh, did they give it to him? I thought it was wide right. I thought they were saying no. The other official said yes. Okay. So, nope, they took it back off. That's what I thought. So they missed the point after. And the score remains 20-0 Edon. 4:12 to go here in quarter number 1. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, glad to have you here with us tonight for week number 3 of the high school football campaign. The Bombers in town to take on the homestanding Aces. As Chris and I are wrapping up a long week of sports broadcasting here on Hicksville Community Television. Hope you're able to catch some of the volleyball action we had earlier in the week. So we'll get ready for the kickoff, and the Aces back on offense and see if they can finally get something going here offensively tonight. So the Aces come out onto the field, and the Bombers will tee it up, and we'll get ready to get back into action here in the first quarter. Max Gonzalez Ariza, the kicker, caught at about the 27-yard line. Langham working his way through traffic, a stiff arm, eludes one, but not. Then they swarm him under, and he's going to maybe get out to the 39, 40-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. One official's on the 40, one is standing on the 39, so we'll see what they come up with for the starting position for the Aces on this offensive drive. Looked to me like he got out to about the 39 before they brought him down. And that is where, indeed, they're going to place the football. First and 10 Aces on their own 39 with 4:04 to go in our opening quarter. Hicksville down 20-0. Garrett Turnbull puts a man in motion. Turnbull gets a snap, throws out, hits Langham on the run. Langham across the 40. Langham heading out towards the 45. He'll get it to about the 44. Pickup of about 5 on the play. Well, they're going to give him 4 yards to the 43-yard line. So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Aces. Hicksville breaks huddle, comes up to the line. Clock running, 3:25 and counting. Turnbull. Seedyke, the lone back behind him. Turnbull drops back, puts the ball in the air, airing it out for Langham. And broken up at the last minute, a good defensive play by Christian Owens from Edon. Langham couldn't quite get his hands on the ball and get it under control. So that'll be incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 6. And stop the clock with 3 minutes and 9 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Turnbull. Quick pitch back to Green. Green turns the corner. Flag flies in the backfield. Green gets out to the 45-yard line, but we'll see what the yellow flag is all about. That'll be a pickup of about 2 if it stands. And that's going to be a face mask against the Aces. A personal foul face mask, so that's the 15-yard variety. And that's going to back Hicksville way up. It'll still be 3rd down. Now they're going to put the football back at the 27-yard line, or 28-yard line, excuse me. So 27-yard line, make it 3rd and 22. So Turnbull's going to probably have to put his arm into this one. Gets the snap, drops back. Turnbull looking down the field. Launches it. He's got a man open and almost intercepted. The ball falls to the turf. That's going to bring up 4th and long, and the punting team will come out for the Aces. As good defense by the Bombers once again breaks up that long pass and brings up a 4th and very long for the Aces. 2:35 to go, and Hicksville's Brant Langham dropping back to do the punting chores. Deep man for the Bombers back at their own 45-yard line. It's a low liner, and they're just going to let it roll dead, and the Aces will down it at the 40. And that's where Edon will take over. 1st and 10 Bombers at their own 40-yard line when play resumes here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Glad to have you with us. We'll be taking a break here at the quarter to thank one of our diamond level underwriters for helping us bring you coverage here tonight. As this is the last of the non-conference action for this year. Starting next week with week number 4, it'll be the GMC from here on out. Sapp puts the ball in the air, caught. Willis makes the grab, Colton Willis, but he doesn't get much afterwards, maybe a couple yards. They're going to give him a couple yards. It'll be 2nd and about 8 coming up for the Bombers. Well, they'll say 2nd and 9 from the field microphone, so we'll go with that. Man in motion for Sapp. Again, a pitch out. Nice catch. And forward progress out to about the, looks like about the 47-yard line. That was Radabaugh, number 6, with the grab. That'll keep the clock rolling, 90 seconds and counting to go in quarter number 1. So after Radabaugh's catch and run, 3rd and 4 for the Bombers. Kyler Sapp. High snap. Sapp handles it, and just a little bit out of the reach of intended receiver number 8, Cohen Holber. That'll bring up 4th down and 4. With 1:03 left in the quarter. Bombers up 20-0. And it looks like Sapp's going to drop back to punt. Get the proper personnel out onto the field. Langham's the deep man for the Aces, and timeout called by the Edon Bombers. With 1:03 up 20, and the success that they've had with their passing game, they might want to think about it. They've got a 4th and 4 staring them in the face, so we'll see what the determination is as, again, the Bombers use their first of 3 timeouts available here in the first half. Well, again, we want to thank you for joining us here at Aces Field. Our 2nd time here for this 2023 football season. A little bit of a technical bugaboo to get things started, but we think we've got things under control from here on out. Chris Warner operating the camera, overseeing the software to bring us the live stream. I'm Bill Murphy calling the action for you tonight. Glad to have you with us. Hope you had a great week. For those of you who are involved with Hicksville Exempted Village Schools, hope you had a good first week of school. And that you're in good shape to head into the long holiday weekend, Labor Day holiday weekend, the official end of the summer of 2023. Hope you got a chance to go out and gaze at the moon last night. I think it's the last super moon, blue moon, that we're going to have until like 2036 or something like that. So here we go. And they're staying in the punt formation. Bombers. Sapp gets his foot into it, a nice punt. And that'll be a fair catch called by Langham, and he'll fall on it at about the 17-yard line. That was a high arcing punt, a good-looking punt, and Langham just couldn't quite get his feet set, so he called for the fair catch and just made sure that he came down in front of him and that he kept it under control, which he did. Officials placing the ball at the 17-yard line. So the Aces have been consistently starting their offensive drives deep in their own end of the field so far tonight. 1:01 to go here in the first quarter. Turnbull. Looking things over. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Green, nothing there. About a 2, maybe 3-yard loss. That'll take it back to the 14-yard line, loss of 3. 2nd and 13 coming up. Aces will break huddle. And with 23 seconds on the clock rolling, let's see if they can get one more playoff before this quarter comes to an end. Turnbull looking around, puts the ball in the air, caught and dropped. Zedike got his hands on it, but he couldn't keep it under control. It hits the turf, and that will do it. That's the end of the first quarter. We've played first 12 minutes here tonight, and at the end of one, it's the visiting Edon Bombers leading the Hicksville Aces 20-0, our first quarter score. Well, as we get ready for the quarter break, we'll flip ends of the fields and get ready to get the second quarter underway. We want to say a big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Hey, remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, looking for something brand new, pre-owned, car, truck, van, or SUV, check out the selection they have on the lots, or you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at jimschmidtauto.com. Don't see what you're looking for? Let the folks at Jim Schmidt know. They always do their best to find you the vehicle that you are interested in and one that best suits you and your family's transportation needs. It's all about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. We want to thank them so very much for their continued diamond level support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. Our good friends at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. All right, I'll have to reposition myself so I can look at the other end of the field. I didn't have to make a lot of movement up here in the press box during that first quarter, as the Aces were pretty well stuck on their end of the field. They've got the ball. It's 3rd and 13 for the Aces back at their own 14-yard line, as the Bombers have pretty much dominated the game so far here this evening. So let's see if the Aces can get it back on track here. Turnbull, ball in the air and almost picked off again. Langham, the intended receiver, and Max Radabaugh right behind him, reaching over. Couldn't quite get the angle to be able to step in front of him to pick that pass off, but he did manage to knock it to the turf to bring up a 4th down and 13 for the Aces, and another punt pending from Brant Langham. Deep man for the Bombers back at about the 40-yard line. Ball's going to come right to him, and he'll back off. It'll take a bit of a Hicksville bounce, and the Aces will down it at the 45. So again, good field position for the Bombers as they'll take over 1st and 10 on the Aces 45-yard line here at Aces Field tonight. Little time there to make sure that the down marker crew had everything set properly. Sapp puts a man in motion. Pitch out, caught. And still on his feet, still working his way downfield. Almost to the 35-yard line, which would almost be enough for a first down. Briggle, number 3, catches the ball and just will not go down and gets his team a first down at the 35-yard line. Bombers put another man in motion, and that one's tipped at the line, and so close, almost an interception for Camden Walter. Walter almost got it, but it touches the turf. So that'll be an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Bombers. Aces could have used that break, but Sapp again, all alone in the backfield. Drops back, looks down the field, puts it in the air. And that's grabbed by number 4, Briggs Gallahue. Going to be just shy of moving the chains, but it'll bring up a manageable 3rd down and about 2. So again, the Edon just keeps marching it right down the field. Sapp, quick handoff. One of the few running plays we've seen. And that was number 12, Gage Nestor, who gets them their first down yardage on the carry. Puts the ball down and just inside the 25-yard line for the Bombers. Up 20-0 here. Sapp again with a back in the backfield with him, but he puts it up all alone. That was just too easy. Sapp with an easy toss to Eli Dickman, and 6 more for the Bombers. So they'll now go up 26-0. 9:55 still to go in the half. And we'll see if they're going to try to kick or maybe go for 2. The conversion attempt coming up here, and it looks like it's going to be well, we'll see. Kicking attempt. Louis Leonard, number 24, their kicker. That one's up. That one's good. So it's a 27-0 game now. Bombers in control here at Aces Field with 9:55 to go before halftime. Bill and Chris calling the action for you tonight. We're looking forward to a little bit of a break ourselves. We've got a 3-day weekend. We don't have anything scheduled for Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I do want to make everybody aware that because of the Labor Day holiday on Monday, the Hicksville Village Council meeting, which is normally on the first Monday of every month, has been moved back one day. The Village Council meeting will now be held on Tuesday, September the 5th. Same time, 6 p.m. at the Council Chamber. And, of course, we'll have live coverage of that for you on Mediacom Channel 12 here on Hicksville Community Television. And it's really kind of a light week last week because we don't have anything on Monday. We've got the Village Council meeting Tuesday, the weekly live update on Wednesday. And then I think we have some junior high volleyball on Thursday. And then football back here against Antwerp on Friday. So the Aces will get ready to get the ball back again. High kick. Caught back at about the 23-yard line. Nice carry. Up to the 45. Cross Zedike. Puts the Aces in pretty good field position to start this offensive drive. So, ball, the nose of the football right on the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Aces. Garrett Turnbull working out of the shotgun. Zedike, the back behind him. Snap. Turnbull dumps it over the middle. It's caught. Nice grab by Langham, and he'll step out of bounds in Bombers territory at the Edon 47-yard line. So this is one of the few times that the Aces have managed to get across midfield here tonight. So let's hope this is an omen of good things to come here. 2nd and 2 for Hicksville on the Bombers' 47-yard line. Turnbull. Gets the snap. Turnbull dropping back to pass. Another quick hitter over the middle. Pass caught by number 33. I don't have 33 on my roster. So I'll have to find out who number 33 is because I don't have him on my roster. See if Christopher can eyeball him. Have to check maybe one of the older rosters. Turnbull, ball in the air. Langham makes the grab, brought down at about the 35-yard line. All right, that was Bronson Graber wearing number 33 tonight. Hopefully I can remember that. Turnbull running out. Flag in the backfield. Ball's up and incomplete. Turnbull running for his life there. And again, the flag is thrown in the Aces backfield. And that's going to be a hold on the Aces. Ouch. So their 2nd and 6 is going to become 2nd and longer than that. We'll see where it's a spot foul, so we'll see where they mark the foul. They're going to move the ball back to the 46-yard line to make it 2nd and about 16. So the Aces trying to work themselves out of a hole here. Turnbull. Turnbull gets the ball in the air, caught. And corralled and brought down at about the 38-yard line. Langham makes the grab and gets back some of the yardage lost. 3rd and 8 now, so Aces need to get to about the 30-yard line to move the chains. They're at the 30, just outside the 38 right now. So 3rd and 8 for Hicksville with 8:16 to go before halftime. Quick pitch back, around the corner. Langham
Gets close to the 30-yard line. We'll see if they're going to give it to him. I think they will. Langham with the end-around carry, and he'll move the chains. He picks up the 8 yards they need. First down, Aces. That was a shot in the arm that Hicksville needed. Green will come back out onto the field. Pass along the play to Turnbull. You didn't win the 50-50 tonight, Chris. Sorry. Yeah. All right, Aces break huddle. Turnbull with the snap. Turnbull, ball in the air. Man wide open. Langham makes the grab. Langham inside the 10. That's the way it's supposed to be done. A nice looking offensive play and a good offensive series for the Aces this time around. So they'll get inside the red zone. It'll be 1st and goal for the Aces from the 7-yard line. Great catch and run by Brant Langham. So the Aces 7 yards away from cutting into the deficit. That's a direct snap to Langham, and he's going to get buried at about the 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal from just outside the 5 for the Aces. Turnbull gets the play from the sidelines. He'll head back out to the huddle. Aces need to put some points on the board here. Clock rolling, 6:38 and counting. Again, direct snap, and this time Langham hands it off to Green. Green powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aces. George Green from 6 yards out into the end zone. And the Aces get that goose egg off the scoreboard. Bombers still lead, but not by as much. Aces now 6 points on their side of the scoreboard, and the extra point pending. Stuckey out to attempt the conversion kick. And it's a miss, and they're going to go for 2 and a bad throw, and there's just all kinds of things wrong with that. And the end line is that in the end, the conversion attempt fails. Score remains 27-6. 21-point lead for the Edon Bombers, but the Aces get that goose egg off the scoreboard, and they'll get ready to kick it off to Edon coming up here shortly. 6:25 to go in the second quarter. You're watching Aces varsity football action coming to you live from Aces Field here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Bill and Chris calling the action for you. Glad to have you with us here tonight. Free admission again for Aces students tonight. And a good contingent down there in the student section. Been a rough outing so far for Hicksville, but you couldn't tell it by looking at the student section. They're pumped. Nothing like putting one into the end zone to get you enervated. The H's coaching staff will work their way down the field. And they'll tee it up. I think it's the first time the Aces have kicked it off here tonight. Had a few punts, but first kickoff. Stuckey getting ready to handle the kickoff chores. Here we go, 6:25 to go before halftime. Aces down 27-6, they're kicking it off to the Bombers. Stuckey gets his leg into it. Caught at about the 29. Ball being carried by number 7, Eli Dickman. Dickman gets out near the 30. Looks like they're going to bring him down at about the 28-yard line. So the ball at the 28-yard line for the Edon Bombers. And their junior quarterback, Kyler Sapp, works out of the shotgun. Again, he's all alone in the backfield. Sapp caught. Grabbed by Max Radeball. Radeball will get out to about the 33. That'll keep the clock rolling. Sapp another catch. And the Aces miss him. He breaks free, dives ahead across the 45-yard line out to about the 47. That was number 3, Kendall Briggle, out to the 37-yard line, and a fresh set of downs for the Bombers. Sapp, again a pass caught by Radeball. Radeball still on his feet. Radeball to the 30-yard line. All they're going to say is knee touched at the 31. But Radeball makes the grab, and he's off to the races, and another first down for the Bombers. Sapp puts a man in motion, gets the snap, drops back, looking downfield. Sapp rolling out, being chased. They get him by the ankles, and he'll be down at about the 41-yard line. Tried to throw it away at the end of the play there, but he'd already made contact with the ground. So that'll be a tackle for loss for the Aces as they get Sapp for the first time tonight. That'll drop back all the way to the, like I said, just outside the 40-yard line. That's a loss of about 9 yards. 2nd and 19 for the Bombers. 4:23 to go. Clock continuing to roll. So Sapp will reset. He's got 3 wide receivers out and puts one in motion. Number 8, that's Holbert. Holbert gets the catch. Holbert heads upfield. Holbert, first down yardage and maybe a little bit more. We'll see. I think he got it. We'll see where they mark it officially. He might be a little short. We'll see. He's going to be about a yard short, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. Hand off, and that's going to be another tackle for loss. That's going to bring up 4th down for Edon with 3:40 and the clock rolling. I think they probably are in 4-down territory here. Ball at about the 22-yard line. So 4th down and a yard from the 22-yard line. And Edon's going to go for it. And it's going to be a timeout on the field called by the Aces. So the Aces, mindful of that differential in the score, they really do not want to have the Bombers punch another one in and go up by 28 or 29 points, depending on whether they do or don't get a conversion or how much they 1 or 2 point it. So the Aces need to talk about it, see if they can figure out a way to put a stop on here, 4th and 1, deep in their own end of the field. Again, 3:19 to go here. And the Aces trailing the Bombers 27-6 late in this second quarter. We get to halftime, we'll take a bit of a break. We'll have the performances by both the Edon Bombers and the Aces Pride marching bands. Matter of fact, I think I'm doing double duty, announcing both bands tonight. Had a last-minute problem, and the Edon announcer couldn't make it. So I guess I get to fill in for him. I could let you do it.
You honestly could. I wouldn't mind doing the Edon Bombers.
All right. Quarterback keeper. And he dives across the line again, and that'll be a first down for the Bombers. So they needed a yard, and Sapp got him just about 2. That'll keep the clock rolling, too. So here we go, the Bombers back in control. Another 4 downs to work with. Just at the edge of the red zone. Sapp rolling out, escapes, puts the ball in the air, caught. Down the sideline. And out of bounds, short of the end zone, Christian Owens. But that'll be first and goal for the Bombers. And we'll see where they mark it. It looks like it's just about the 5-yard line. So Edon, first and goal from the 5. Kyler Sapp gets the snap. Sapp right over the middle. Oh, knocked out of his hands and incomplete. He thought he had it, but he didn't quite tuck the ball in and secure it. It's knocked out of his hands before he can take that extra step and make that football move. That'll bring up second and goal. Again, Sapp looking things over, gets the snap. Sapp goes the other way this time, and it's too high. That's off the hands of Christian Owens and incomplete. So 3rd and 5 now for the Bombers, as the Ace has done a good job holding him and not letting him get any closer to the end zone so far. Breaking up a couple of passes. Sapp still a couple more cracks at it, though. Sapp, this time rolling out, looking across the end zone, and caught. Six more for the Bombers. Colton Willis makes the grab at the back of the end zone. And that'll put Edon up now 33-6. And we'll wait and see if they're going to kick it. Yep, they are. They make it 34-6. And put the Aces 2 points away from having to deal with a running clock in the second half. Their kicker, number 24, Leonard. Up. And good. 34-6. As the Bombers strike again. And they'll get ready to kick it off to the Aces one more time. Here in this second quarter. 2:22 to go before halftime. in what has been a long first half here, over an hour. We've been out on the gridiron so far. So they'll get ready to tee it up at the 40-yard line as the Bombers will get ready to kick it off to the Aces one more time here tonight. As the Edon squad has just overpowered the Aces so far here this evening. Hicksville has yet to come up with an answer for their passing game. Ball's up and in the air. Caught back at about the 28-yard line. Langham working his way through traffic. He'll get corralled at about the 38 and brought down. Maybe they'll give him the 39-yard line. But that's where the Aces will set up shop offensively. With 2:14 to go, chance for Hicksville to work on their 2-minute drill here before we break for halftime. So the ball on the 39-yard line. 1st and 10, Hicksville. Aces huddling up. And here we go. Garrett Turnbull. Hard snap, nobody budges. Gets the snap. Turnbull rolls out. Ball in the air, and that's going to be trouble. It's picked off. Intercepted by number 4, Briggs Gallahue. He'll step out of bounds at the 42-yard line, and just like that, the Aces are going back on defense. Second turnover of the night. Aces gave him away both times. And now the Bombers are back in the driver's seat here. 2 minutes and 7 seconds to work with. They've got to go 58 yards to hit pay dirt. Sapp looking downfield. Sapp rolling out. Sapp just pitches it away. Nothing opening up downfield for Sapp, so he just threw it out of bounds. And it'll bring up second down. Stops the clock with 2 minutes exactly left in this half. Lights are on here at Hicksville Field on a beautiful Friday night for high school football. Glad to have you with us. Wish we had a little more exciting game to be bringing you for the Aces fans. Sapp again dropping back. Sapp launching it, man open, and just overthrows him. That would have been trouble if he'd have been able to haul it in. Owens just out of reach and incomplete. 153, third down. And another chance for the Bombers. They have to get to the Aces' 48-yard line to move the chains. Here we go, minute 53. Sapp over the middle, caught. It's still on his feet. Down at the 39-yard line. That was Briggle, Kendall Briggle, number 3. And he'll get up a little gimpy. Briggle will sort of hop off the sideline. They'll keep the clock rolling. We get the chains and everything moved. Sapp gets the call from the sidelines. 90 seconds and counting. Sapp dropping back again. Sapp Man open, caught. Owens cut back. Owens down near the sideline. I don't know if he went out of bounds or not, or if he was down inbounds. We'll see. That'll move the chains. Down to the 15 or the 16-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock rolling, a minute to go. Sapp, again looking over, is going to launch it for the corner. Caught. Was he inbounds? Flag on the play. That'll be a hold against the Bombers. 45 seconds. Pass was incomplete in the far corner of the end zone. They'll be backed up 10 with the hold. Still 45 seconds to work with, though, so the threat is not yet over for Aces fans. That'll move the ball back to the 26-yard line, maybe the 27, about halfway between. Still 1st down. High snap. Sapp throws that one away and stops the clock. 41 seconds. I'll get to reset here. That'll bring up 2nd and 20. So 2nd and 20 for the Bombers. Sapp, ball in the air, caught. Trying to pitch it, he fumbles it, and the Aces will recover. They can breathe a sigh of relief there. He was hoping to be able to pitch it backwards to a teammate to keep the run going, but instead he loses it. And the Aces recover. They get their first turnover of the night. Because if the Bombers had punched it in, they'd have been up by over 30, and it would have been the running clock for the second half, which would have been very difficult for the Aces to overturn or overcome. So Hicksville gets the ball back, 1st and 10 on their own 21-yard line with 34 seconds left here before halftime. Ball is up and incomplete. Right in the hands of Langham, but he couldn't hold on to it. He hits the turf. Ball's incomplete. 28 seconds, 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Maybe that or we'll just go right. All right. Ball in the air, caught. Grabbed by Saunders. Austin will take it out to about the 25, 26-yard line. Well, they're going to give him the 27 on forward progress. And the Aces will take the timeout, stop the clock 21 seconds. That'll be their second timeout of this first half. They'll have one remaining. Not a lot of time to work with, but one good pass is all it takes down the field. One seam opening up, and Hicksville can be pretty much right back in this game. Now when the half ends, we're going to wrap it up really quickly. And then I'm going to move next door to do some announcing. And we'll switch microphones down to the field mic. Bring all the halftime coverage, and after that, I'll get back on this microphone. We'll thank our underwriters and get ready for the second half of action. So hopefully get all our bases covered here. All right. 3rd and 5 for the Aces. 21 seconds to go. And all kinds of movement on the line. Flag is thrown. Going to be a false start. That'll back Hicksville up 5. Ouch. Haven't seen a lot of those on the Aces so far this season. So now it's 3rd and 10 for Hicksville. Turnbull again dropping back in the shotgun. Ball snap. Turnbull looking downfield. Going to air it out, and that'll fall incomplete. Langham just couldn't get to it. And number 4, Briggs Gallahue for Edon, I think decided just to be a good guy and just let it bounce off his hip and hit the floor or the field or the ground, whatever you want to call it. 14 seconds to go, 4th and 10 for the Aces. And they're dropping back to punt. Not surprising. Stuckey, short kick, hits it, goes across the 50, and it'll trickle out of bounds at the 43-yard line of the Bombers with 6 seconds left to go in the half. So I imagine we'll see Edon come out, take a quick knee, and head to the halftime scoreboard, or halftime locker room, up by 28 here tonight. They'll line up, quick snap, and he'll take the knee. Final seconds will tick off, and there you have it. We've reached halftime here at Aces Field, and at the intermission, end of the second quarter. It's the visiting Edon Bombers 34 and the Hicksville Aces 6. We're going to take a bit of a break. Now stick around. We're going to have halftime shows from the Aces Pride Marching Band and also the Edon Bombers Band coming your way. And, of course, Chris and I will be back, and we'll have all the second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV. So with that, I'm going to shut this microphone off. We'll transfer over to the field mics, and we'll get ready to bring you halftime entertainment. Coming up next, you're watching Aces football action coming to you live from Aces Field right here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel.
For the big show, the seniors selected their favorite tunes from the first 2 films. Our first selection takes us back 40 years to a major hit by the Monkees. Their song rose to the top in 1966 and reached #1 by 1967. Here's I'm a Believer. Our next tune features the class of 2024 Down in Front. Enjoy our dance moves for Funky Town by Lipton, as heard in Shrek 2. Featuring senior Xander Kurtz as the trumpet soloist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Aces Pride Marching Band. Tonight we present a symphonic spectacle that's sure to electrify your evening. It's time to raise the excitement as we proudly present the dazzling display of Light Up the Night. Get ready for toe-tapping tunes, radiant rhythms, and a glow of entertainment that'll leave you beaming from ear to ear. We begin this evening with Katy Perry's iconic anthem, Firework. Just like a dazzling burst of colorful pyrotechnics, this electrifying performance will shower you with musical sparks and fill the air with a symphony of joy. Let the sweet strains of nostalgia sweep you off your feet as we transport you back to the golden era of music and romance. The Aces Pride, featuring seniors Cameron Dury and Noah Harmon, continues on our celestial journey with the timeless classic, Fly Me to the Moon, famously crooned by the legendary Frank Sinatra. soar among the constellations as we serenade you with a performance that's bound to make your spirits rise.
We welcome you back to the press box here at Hicksville Field at Aces Stadium as we are getting ready to get the second half underway. Hope you enjoyed the halftime entertainment. We were frightened there. We plugged in the field mic and it was dead. Christopher said he was going to handle it, so I'm assuming he got it under control. Great job by both the Aces Pride and the Edon Bombers bands. Glad to have them there. That's very nice. Like I said, I got to announce for both bands tonight. I don't usually do that, but their regular announcer not able to make it. Well, we've got the teams out warming up, and I want to take some time to say another big thank you to another one of our Diamond Level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television. And that is our good friends at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park. Their solutions for business and industry include welding, powder coating, safety, and so much more. And they are looking to fill some positions. If you are looking for a terrific way to start your professional career, maybe a second career to add to the skills that you already have, go to aptmfg.com/careers for a full listing of all the opportunities they have available. Many of them come with specialized training and other perks, I guess would be the way to call it. You can get yourself certified in some of the cases. You can also upload your resume, fill out an application online. They'd love to hear from you, and who knows, maybe you can become a part of the APT manufacturing team. We want to thank them so very much for their continued diamond level support of all of our Aces Sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. Tony Nicewander and the whole gang at APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, located in Hicksville's Industrial Park, and online at aptmfg.com/careers. So the Aces will get the ball to start this third quarter, and they've got their work cut out for them. They're down 28 heading into quarter number 3. Bombers just controlled the first half. There's no other way to put it. And they lead 34-6 as we get ready to get the second half underway. And in the second half, of course, if one team leads by 30 or more points, the continuous clock kicks in. And the Aces are only 2 points away from that right now. So the Aces will get ready to kick it off. I think I accidentally said that the Aces were receiving. I apologize for that. Squib kick. And the Aces say they got it across the 50-yard line on the Bombers' 48. We'll let the officials unwrap the pile here. And nope, Bombers retain possession. That was close. Aces had the right idea. They've got to come up with something to be able to get some more points on the board to get the offense up and rolling here tonight. The Bombers have looked really, really good. Their junior quarterback, Kyler Sapp, has been doing a whale of a job with his receiving core. They haven't run the ball very many times. Like I said, he normally has 4, 5 guys out wide on either side of the line to throw to, as is evidence here. Sapp, quick hitter over on the far side, catch and run. Still on his feet down to the 40-yard line. I think that was number 2, Colton Willis. Yep, Willis made the grab, and he'll motor down to the Aces 41-yard line, where it'll be first and 10 Edon. Bill Murphy, Chris Warner, glad to have you here with us tonight. Hope you are enjoying the live coverage. Sapp, again, gets it and throws it right away. That's caught by number 1, Owens. Owens to the 30-yard line. That's where he gets popped. Christian Owens, he'll move the chains again and put the ball at the 30-yard line. Clock will continue to roll on the completion. Another snap. Sapp rolls out again. Got a man open. Caught. Shakes one defender. Dives forward. I don't think he made it to the line again, but he's going to be second and short for the Bombers. Willis makes the grab. It looks like he's going to pick up about 8 or 9. They're going to give him 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. Man in motion for the Bombers. Catch made by number 6, Radabaugh. Radabaugh kind of goes sideways. And looks like he might have lost a yard. That'll bring up 2nd down at about 3. So a 3rd and 3. Didn't mean to bump into you, Christopher. I'm sorry. And all kinds of movement on the line. Flags fly. And they're going to say a false start on the Bombers. That'll back them up 5. So that'll make it 3rd and about 7. They go from a long 3 to a long 7, I guess. Ball on the 28-yard line now. And they need to get to the 21 to move the chains. Sapp takes the snap. Drops back. Going to air it out over the middle and incomplete. Threw it just in front of his intended receiver, number 7, Eli Dickman. That'll bring up 4th down. And we'll see what Edon wants to do here with a 4th down and 7 early in this 3rd quarter. They're deep in Aces territory at the 28-yard line, so they might decide to go ahead and play this one and let the chips fall where they may. And that's what they're looking like they're going to do. 9:20 to go. Quarter number 3. A long first half of action here at Aces Field tonight. Sapp airs it out. He overthrows his receiver just off the fingertips of a number 6, Max Radabaugh. It'll be incomplete, and the Bombers will turn it over on downs. So it'll be 1st and 10 Aces at their own 28-yard line. As they're going to need to come out swinging. They want to get back into this game here at Aces Field tonight. So did your house pick up any good prospects?
My house, yes, actually. Exemplar ended up picking up a lot of new prospects. So we got 2 new seniors that transferred here as well as an Exemplar.
Yeah, the sorting ceremony was this morning, so all right. Turnbull, ball caught, and he slips and falls as soon as he makes the grab, but it'll at least be some positive yardage. That was Graber making the grab. Bronson wearing number 33 tonight. Normally he's wearing, was it 54, I think you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah. They switched to 33 tonight. So a couple yards picked up. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Aces. They've advanced the ball out to the 31-yard line. Garrett Turnbull. And I think he's going to call timeout. And he does. Turnbull didn't like something, so he turned around and called timeout. So a timeout on the field with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter as the Aces use one early in this 2nd half. We're going to be back here at Aces Field 1 week from today to get the Green Meadows Conference season underway for high school football. The Aces' first opponent will be here at home. It'll be the Antwerp Archers, who, I don't know if this means anything or not, but the Archers beat Edon like 54-26 or something like that last week. So we'll be hosting Antwerp next Friday night. And then the Aces go on the road for week number 5. I believe we're making a trip down to Wayne Trace. Now, we hope to be able to be there for that game, but we have not gotten official clearance from the Wayne Trace Athletic Department yet to be there. So we're still waiting to hear from Jim Linder. He'll get back to us. So another flag thrown. And then I think after Wayne Trace, if I remember right, we're on the road at Wayne Trace. Then I think we're on the road at Paulding, and then I think Ayersville comes, and that's homecoming.
I thought Edgerton.
Or maybe Edgerton is homecoming. Okay. And then we're on the, and then we have Edgerton at home after that. I don't know. Or Ayersville at home. I've got it right here in front of me. Antwerp, then we're on the road at Wayne Trace. Then we come back for homecoming against Ayersville. Or is that last year's? Yeah.
Is September 22nd.
Yeah, there we go. And then we're on the road to Paulding, home to Edgerton, and the game. The season finishes with 2 road trips to Tenora and Fairview. So a long 2nd and 23 now for the Aces after that flag. The officials making sure everything is all squared away and down on the field. I think we're all set and ready to go now. All right. Turnbull, 2nd and very long. Here's the snap. Turnbull airing it out. He's got a man. And there should have been a flag there. I thought a kind of a little push by the defender, but nothing thrown. So that'll bring up 3rd and 23. We can hear the coaches from the box up here at the press box on the Aces side voicing their disapproval of that. A little bit of a shove there, but no flag. 3rd and 23 now for the Aces. Turnbull lining up in the shotgun again. Looks everything over. Takes the snap. Turnbull drops back. Looks downfield again. Launches it. Caught. Stays on his feet. Avoids one. Works his way around another defender. Still on his feet. Stuckey all the way near to midfield. They finally bring him down. Looks like about the 48-yard line. So a great catch and run by Owen Stuckey, and the Aces are back in business. Just when you think that they had no chance whatsoever of converting on a 3rd and 23, they do just that. All the way out to their own 48-yard line, 1st and 10, Hicksville. What a play. All right, fresh set of downs for the Aces. Turnbull rolling out, and they're going to get him in the backfield, but there's a flag on the play. They brought him down at the 45. We'll see what the flag is, and it looks like it might be a hold. And it is going to be a hold, and against the Aces. Oh. So the Aces are going to get backed up again. Another penalty when they could least afford to have one. That'll move the ball back to the 38-yard line. Loss of 10 and second, or make that 1st and 20 coming up for the Aces right now. Hicksville breaks huddle. Garrett Turnbull. Hard count, nobody bites. Now the snap. Turnbull Gets rid of it quickly over Stuckey's hands and incomplete. 2nd and 20 coming up. Clock stops at 6:51 to go in the third quarter. Did you look up that Antwerp score?
I can look that up for you real quick.
I thought you were looking it up.
No, I was switching it to tab.
Okay.
All right, now I have that Antwerp score for you. 54-24, Antwerp leading. They're winning.
Yeah, they beat Edon last week by 30 points.
Yeah, and they're also 2-0. They beat Montpelier 42-6.
So, little preview of week number 4 action. Turnbull on the end around, and that's thrown by Langham. Langham with the man open, caught by Stuckey. Stuckey with some running room. Stuckey, they get him around the ankles, but not before he gets down to the 37-yard line of the Bombers. First down, Aces. A little bit of the reverse flea flicker there. Langham makes the throw. Stuckey makes the catch, and the Aces get the first down. All right, here we go. The Aces coming off that first down. Turnbull, ball in the air again. And again, contact made really close to the arrival of the ball. No flags thrown. So incomplete, and that'll be 2nd and 10 for the Aces. Need a drink of my soda. I had to wet my whistle after those last couple of plays. Doing all that announcing for the bands. It's starting to dry out a little bit. Here we go. Aces break huddle. Still in pretty good shape. A 2nd and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line of the Bombers. Turnbull gets the snap. Garrett. Ball caught on the run. Green puts it under his shoulder, and off he goes. George Green down to near the 25-yard line. Should be good enough for another first down for the Aces. So 1st and 10 Aces after the run by George Green. Moves the chains and gets the football down to the 25-yard line for Hicksville. Quick handoff and a nice hole up the middle. Spin move down to near the 20. That was Zedike with the carry that time. Cross gets it down just outside the red zone. Clock continues to roll. 5.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. The Aces with the ball and driving. They got a 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line. Aces huddling up. Here we go. Turnbull. Again, hands it off to Green. Green powering forward inside the 20 down to about the 19, it looks like. Green will get him a couple more. That'll bring up 3rd and 3 for Hicksville. Now Zedike will come back in. There's quite often they'll swap out Green and Zedike play by play so that they got a fresh set of legs out there. Turnbull gets his offense set, takes the snap, handoff. Number 33, Graber. Graber tried to turn the corner, nothing doing. Bronson, I think, might have got back to the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they put it down. Yeah, they're going to basically say maybe lost a half yard. It'll be 4th and 14 for the Aces, and pretty sure they're going to go for it here. They need to start putting some points on the scoreboard. Green will come in with the play from the sideline. Aces will break huddle. Here we go. 4th and 4 for the Aces from their own 19.5-yard line, and a whistle and another timeout. As the Aces burn their second one, they do. They use 2 timeouts here in this third quarter. That's how important this potential scoring drive is for Hicksville. So we'll have another timeout on the field. And we'll take the time, too, to wish everybody a fun-filled, but most of all safe Labor Day holiday weekend, whatever your plans may be. Looks like we're going to have a little bit more of the summertime weather. They're saying it may be a little bit warmer, a little more humid as we say goodbye to the summer of 2023. Get ready to settle in and head towards the fall months. So hopefully, if you are one of the many who get to enjoy a day off on Monday, I hope you enjoy the holiday. Again, just a quick reminder for Village of Hicksville residents, the Village Council meeting, which is normally on the first Monday of every month, has been moved back a day because of the Labor Day holiday. And that Village Council meeting will be at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, September the 5th. All right, back out onto the gridiron we go as the train rockets by in the background. Turnbull with the snap, rolls out, looks downfield, gets the ball away, and incomplete. Or did he catch it? We'll see. I think he trapped it. Yeah, he did. Incomplete. So they'll turn it over on downs. And the Edon Bombers will get the football back on their own 19-yard line with 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. Aces get it into the red zone, but just can't quite convert it to move it down and get to the end zone. So it remains a 34-6 game. And we do have one of the Aces players down on the field being looked at. I thought it was Langham, but I'm not sure. Yep, Brant Langham, number 8, getting up a little bit gingerly on that foot. They'll get him off the sideline, and we'll get ready to get back in action here, where it'll be 1st and 10 Edon from the Bombers' 19-yard line. Oh, lost keychain.
Bass as in fish.
Yeah, or the pro shop. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Bombers hand off. They're going to keep it on the ground. Carry goes to Gage Nestor, and Nestor will get him a couple extra yards. And we'll see. They've been throwing the ball an awful lot. That does not move the clock as much as keeping it on the ground. So who knows, the Bombers may try to work on their running game here to just keep the clock rolling and burn the time off the clock. Sapp again drops back. And again, a handoff up the middle, working his way through traffic, diving ahead to about the 27, maybe 28-yard line. Another carry by number 12, Gage Nestor. That'll make it 3rd and 3. And they'll give it to him again. And this time they'll catch him at about the 25-yard line for a bit of a loss. So it'll bring up 4th down. That'll make it 4th down and about 4, maybe 5. And keeps that clock rolling. Under 2 minutes to go here. And they're going to drop back to punt. So the Bombers just going to run it and run the clock. Sapp gets his foot into it. Caught, fair catch, and they'll fall on it at about the 41-yard line. Braden Dix. So after the fair catch, the Aces will get the ball 1st and 10 on their own 41-yard line with 1 minute and 21 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. Turnbull dropping back. And flags go flying. Looks like it's some encroachment there. See if they get 5 easy yards. And they do. So 1st and 5 now for the Aces as the offsides takes it out to the 46-yard line. We'll take it. Turnbull. Hand off. That's to Green. Green, 1st down yardage. Green still scrambling. George Green down to about the 42-yard line of the Edon Bombers. Good enough for a 1st down for the Aces. Clock will continue to roll as soon as they move the chains. They're going to mark him at the 41, actually, so give him an extra yard. He'll come out. Zedike comes in. The clock begins to run again. About a minute to go here in quarter number 3. Turnbull gets the snap. Another handoff. This time they're waiting for Zedike. He goes nowhere. Zedike might have made it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like he might have lost a yard. Yep, they're going to mark him back at about the 42, almost the 43, the 43-yard line. A loss of 2 on the Zedike carry to bring up 2nd and 12. Clock continuing to roll. That might have been the last play of the 3rd quarter. We'll see if they can get one more off here before time expires. Down to 13, 12. This should be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Snapped. Turnbull. Caught and dropped at about the 42, 43-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. So we've played 3. No change in the score after 3. It's the Edon Bombers 34 and the Aces 6. Getting ready for the 4th quarter, we want to say another big thank you to another one of our diamond level underwriting supporters, and that's the Hicksville Pharmacy. They're your good neighbor pharmacy located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Locally owned and operated with a full service pharmacy for you and your family's pharmaceutical needs. They also have medical supplies and equipment, over-the-counter medications, gifts, sundries, and so much more. Stop in and see for yourself the difference that being locally owned and operated makes. We want to thank the Myers family so very much for their continued support of all of our Aces sports broadcasts. And hey, if you'd like information on a flu shot, the latest COVID vaccine, or any other questions you might have, feel free to give them a call at 419-542-6218. the Hicksville Pharmacy, your good neighbor pharmacy, again located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. All right, Aces with the ball, a 3rd and 5 from the 35-yard line to start the 4th quarter. Turnbull gets the snap, drops back, looks downfield, launches it, and almost picked off. A flag thrown. We'll see how that plays out. It was Dickman who had the ball in his hands and let it drop to the turf. And that's going to be offensive interference on the Aces. Pass interference on Hicksville. So they'll be moved back. Tack on 10 for that one. Nope, looked at 15, I'm sorry. Back to midfield. Ouch. And another flag. And that's going to be that's a technical on the Aces. So after the offensive pass interference, a technical, and that's going to back him back another one because it happened after they marched it off. Oh, Christopher.
I didn't do it.
I know you didn't do it. Oh, my goodness. Wow, what a change in the momentum as that sucks the air right out of the Aces' sails. Back at the 35-yard line now.
From what I saw, it looked like a coach or a sideline player let something slip to a sideline referee, which, of course, that can cause that.
So here we go. Aces with 3rd and a quarter mile. Turnbull dumps it out. Green catches it. George across the 40, 50. George has got a seam. Green on his feet. It's a foot race. Green holds up, cuts back. Green all the way to the house. George Green takes it to the house. Holy smoke. 65 yards into the end zone. Oh, my. Boy, if Subway was doing player of the game for football, we wouldn't have any hard problem picking who gets the free sandwich tonight. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but what a play by George Green. What a run. They ought to let him sit down and have a breather for a couple minutes after that one. Oh, yeah. Aces in to kick the extra point. Kick is up and wide to the right. So Stuckey's kick goes astray, but hey, the Aces put 6 more on the scoreboard. Make it a little more respectable, 34-12, with 11:29 still to go here in the 4th quarter. That was an exciting play. There's just no doubt about that. Kudos to George Green and his offense, opening some good holes and some great running from George, too. Down the field, pulling up, change in direction. A nice little deke move there to get into the end zone and draw the Aces within 22. 34-12. There's still a long way to go for the Aces to get back into this football game. But again, they make it a little more respectable. They get themselves some breathing room, too, because that eliminates, at least for a while, the threat of the continuing clock kicking in here in the 4th quarter to really put the pressure on the Aces. They'll get ready to kick it off, and we'll see if we're going to see another onside or squib-type kick here to see if they can get the ball right back. See if the Edon Bombers are anticipating that, if they're going to put their good hands people up in the front of the line this time. Stuckey tees it up, and we'll see what the Aces have up their sleeve here. It'll be a little roller. Went into the hands of number 8. I think he held on to it. Holbert grabbed it. They popped him a good one, but I think he held on to it, and they say, yep, indeed he did. So good field position for the Bombers after the squib kick. They'll have it 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. 11:27 to go. And we'll see if they keep it on the ground or if they try to get those points back. Sapp going to air it out. Caught. Stepped out of bounds near the first down marker. I think it's just short. That'll bring up 2nd and 1. Ball rests just inside the 45-yard line for the Aces. On the Aces side of the field, I should say. Here come the Bombers again. 2nd and 1. Sapp rolling out, flag thrown. Sapp puts the ball in the air, caught, and taken down at about the 43, or make that the 38-yard line. That'll be good enough for first down yardage if it stands. There was a flag in the backfield. Going to be a hold. And that'll be a hold against the Bombers again. So that'll back them up, and they'll replay the down. After the hold, the ball gets marched back to just inside the Bombers' 45-yard line. Clock stops at 11:10. So here comes Edon. Kyler Sapp still in at the quarterback position. Sapp, pass caught. And finally dragged out of bounds, Christian Owens. Owens across midfield, looks like about the 46-yard line, maybe 47. 47-yard line is where they got him. 2nd down. And about 4, yeah. Should be 3rd and 4 now. Another quick hitter, that's caught. And that'll be good enough for the first down. Owens made the grab again. And he got just past the sticks, made the catch. They take him down. That'll be first down for the Bombers. So move the chains. Fresh set of downs for Edon. Clock continuing to roll. 10:54 and counting. As we've been here for about 2 hours, 20 minutes so far tonight in real time. He escapes one, gets the ball in the air, caught. Willis makes the grab. And Willis looks like he's going to be just past the line again as well. So another pickup of about 11 on the play. Looks like they had Sapp, but he managed to elude the defense. And another play, another first down for the Bombers. Keeps the clock rolling as well as they advance down to the 33-yard line. Sapp again working out of the shotgun. He has all night. And again, I'm going to look downfield. Sapp's going to tuck it under and take off. Spin move. He'll pick up about a yard or so, and they'll bring him down. So maybe a half yard. They're going to say no gain, really. So 2nd and 10. But for the most important part, that keeps the clock rolling, and we're at 9.5 minutes and counting now. Aces down by 22. Sapp gets the snap. Sapp rolling out, plants, throws, ball's up in the air, and they're going to say nope, it bounced off the ground. All right. I saw the deflection. I couldn't tell, but they say that it was a deflection that bounced off the ground, so the other player who caught it, it had already been an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock with 9:09 and bring up third down for the Bombers. Sapp all along in the backfield. Airs it out, caught. Deke move, high stepping it to the 20, and down about there. He's going to be just short, I think. Nope, I take it back. He made it. Yep. I was looking at the wrong yard line. I thought he had to go to the 20. He only had to get to the 25. So Hulbert carries it down to the 20-yard line, to the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10, Edon. Clock rolling, 8:49 and counting. Play comes in from the sideline. Gage Nestor brings it in. Aces set their defense. Kyler Sapp puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. Looks that way. Over the middle, caught and into the end zone. Just like that. Yeah, flag on the play, though. I think that was Radabaugh that took it in. So nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. And they're going to go over and talk with the Edon coach. I'm going to guess they're going to say, what do you want to do here, coach? It'll be a good touchdown. And then all right, so that makes it 40-12. A whistle and a stoppage here as they get ready for the conversion attempt. And that's because there's a conversation going on with the Aces coach on the other sideline. And as a result of that, a quick substitution on the Aces defensive squad. And now we'll get ready with 8:18 to go here in the third quarter. Kick is up, and it is good. So 41-12, 29-point advantage now for the Edon Bombers. As I'll head to the sideline and get ready to kick it off to the Aces once again. With 8:18 to go in this football game. Week number 3. Bill and Chris up here in the press box. Big thank you again to the Hicksville Athletic Department. Getting us all set up and cozy. Nice having our own space up here in the friendly confines of the Aces Field press box. Mr. Bob Weatherhead next door doing the field announcing tonight. He was a substitution this evening too. They asked him if he'd come in, cover for the usual field announcer, and he graciously accepted. So the Aces, every time they've gotten back into this game a little bit, the Bombers have had an answer for them. And this is going to hurt too, because at the end of that scoring drive, the Aces picked up another technical. So that's going to advance the ball 15 yards for the kickoff. That's why they're teeing it up on the Hicksville 45-yard line instead of on the Bombers' 40-yard line. So they're just going to low line it. Scooped up back at the 10. Cutting across the field. And Langham out to about the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. Return of about 25, 26 for Langham on that. And that'll bring up 1st and 10 Aces from their own 36-yard line with 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this football game. All right, Aces back on offense, man in motion. Turnbull gets the snap, fakes it, then he unloads it. He's got a man open, caught and dropped. Oh! That was right in the hands of Caden Steffel. Steffel couldn't ask for a better pass to catch. Can't hold on to it. He would have been off to the races if he'd held on to. Makes it 2nd and 10 for Hicksville. It's getting dark up here in the press box, and we've got a few cords laying on the floor, and so every now and then I step on a cord, and it's like, oh, is that an important one, or is that one that doesn't matter? If sparks fly out of the camera or something like that, I'll know that I stepped on the wrong place. All right, Turnbull, again going to sky it, and that could be trouble. It's going to be picked off. And returned to about the 44-yard line of the Aces by the Edon Bombers. Another turnover when the Aces could least afford it. So that'll make it 1st and 10 for the Bombers as they put the ball on the 45-yard line. So Edon with 7:52, chance to come out here and burn some more clock. Another score will institute the running clock for the Aces. So here we go. Sapp. Ball in the air, caught. And brought down near the 10-yard line. They're going to say, well, he actually touched his knee at the 14. So a quick strike from the Bombers. They're back in the red zone with the 1st and 10 at the Aces 14-yard line. I think he stayed in bounds, too, so the clock will start as soon as they set the, they're going to start the clock up. Down markers in place. There we go. Bombers have been looking really, really good here tonight. Aces run into a bit of a buzzsaw. They've had a couple of great moments, but haven't been able to overcome the Bombers overall. Quick handoff, that's number 34. Trent Buck with the carry. Buck will get a few positive yards down to near the 10, where it'll be 2nd and about 5. So we'll get ready, see what Edon wants to do here. They're going to take their time, run down that play clock. And now they'll set with the 5-minute warning. Snap. Strong Ryan over the other side, down again, maybe just inside the 10-yard line. Another carry by Buck. No real gain on the play. We'll call it 3rd and 5. But again, they burn off about half a minute just waiting for the play clock to go down. We'll see if they're going to do the same again here. We're under 6 minutes now, past the halfway point of this fourth quarter. Nobody in the backfield with Kyler Sapp. Sapp going to just drop it in. Touchdown. Number 4, Briggs Gallahue ropes it in the corner of the end zone, and the Bombers go up now 47-12. The conversion attempt pending, and I believe that's going to institute the running clock for the remainder of the game. So this last 5 minutes, now they've already started it, as a matter of fact, because they're up by 35. So the clock is still running. Low snap. Kick is ugly. The kick went, well, it didn't go where it was supposed to go. Like I said, that one's kind of an ugly kick. So the score will remain 47-12, and they will stop the clock long enough for the change of possession. And the Aces will come back on with the score deficit and now running clock to deal with here in this fourth quarter at Aces Field tonight. Chris and I are going to probably have a quick wrap up when this one is over. We'll head out into our Labor Day holiday weekend, and we'll get ready to reset for week number 4, hosting the Archers 1 week from today. We'll see you in September. Well, today's the first day of September, so.
We're in September.
Yeah. All right, we're going to have our next kickoff. No technical this time, so they'll tee it up on the 40 as usual. 2 technicals in one game, boy. I got a feeling that there might be some uncomfortable pauses at the next team meeting for the Aces discussing that. An easy loping kick caught at about the 27-yard line, out across the 40, and brought down about the 42 or 43. So the Aces will get the ball back. Just under 5 minutes to go, 4:59, and as soon as they get set, again, that clock's going to start running, and then it will not stop unless somebody calls timeout or there's an injury or a score. And there it goes. So here come the Aces, 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. Garrett Turnbull. Ball in the air. Got a man wide open. Caught. Braden Dix. And Dix, the nice catch and run down to the 25-yard line. There you go.
The announcer said Braden Bricks.
No, Braden Dix. D-I-X. Bricks. You've been playing too much Lego.
Oh, that was what the announcer said.
Well, don't make fun of Bob. All right, here we go. Turnbull in the shotgun. Pitches it back to Green. Green cuts up. Green. Oh, they catch him right on the hip and drop him at the 25-yard line. So no real gain on the play for George Green. I think we have one more diamond level underwriter to thank before we wrap things up too. We'll do that at the end of the regulation here. Running onto the field, number 34, Cross Zedike. Bringing in the play from the sideline. Turnbull looking over his squad. Snap. Drops back. Turnbull snowed under and down he goes. Tackle for a loss back at about the 34-yard line. Well, they're going to say the 30, about the 32. So they're going to mark him down. Okay. 3rd and 16 now for the Aces as we're down to 2.5 minutes left in the game. Turnbull looking for the signal, and Green comes running out. There we go. They might need to step it up a little bit. I don't know how they're doing time-wise on the play clock. The officials are looking at their watches. They got 5 seconds. They raise the hand, and they get it off. Turnbull right over the middle, caught. Langham heading for the corner. Langham into the end zone, touchdown. So that'll bring the clock back to normal operation for the last 1 minute and 53 seconds, as the Aces now only down by 29. So we'll see if the Aces are going to try to kick the extra point or go for 2 here. Looks like it's going to be a 2-point attempt. Turnbull throws it, caught, heads towards the end zone, he's inside. It's good. 2-point conversion succeeds. And it's now a 27-point game. The Aces 27 and 47 for the Bombers. Only 1:53 left in regulation, though, and the Edon Bombers are going to be getting the ball back. So I guess we'll get ready for another onside kick from the Aces. At least that's what I'm guessing. But what do I know? I'm a guy up here in the press box, not down on the sideline wearing a headset. But again, the Aces have shown some real flashes of promise here tonight. They have a few great plays. Managed to get in the end zone 3 times. So not a shutout. And here come the Aces back out onto the field to get ready to kick it off. Sit down here for a second. I've been jumping up and down. My feet are starting to get a little sore. Yeah, doing those jumping jacks.
All seniors that were present.
I don't know. I was about to say, I don't think you could do 18.
Wow. No,
Here we go.
Tuesday, I'll have to make them up.
This time it's a liner that's grabbed back at the 25-yard line. Working his way up through the field, breaks loose. Return by number 9, Zane Oberlin. Oberlin across midfield. And he comes down and finally comes to rest at about the Aces' 48-yard line. With 1:45 to go in regulation. And the Bombers up 47-20 here at Aces Field tonight. So the Aces will get some fresh personnel out onto the field.
Coach calling for the linebacker.
Number 33 going out there. Bronson Graber. Cross Zedike out there too. New quarterback, number 5 for the Bombers. That's Corbin Chrisman. He's just a freshman. He gets the pass off, a catch and a run. And I think that was number 42 that made the catch and run. Who's Landon Reitzel. We'll see. If I'm wrong, I apologize. 43 is out there too, so here we go. Another catch, right off the hands. Again, that was from Krisman to number 42, Reitzel. And that one hits the turf. That'll stop the clock with 1:06 to go. And it'll stay 2nd and 10. Corbin Krisman at 5'10". They say he's a 139-pound freshman quarterback. Getting some varsity playing time here tonight. Quick handoff. That's the number 34. He's powering his way down inside the 25-yard line. That's Trent Buck. And under a minute now, Buck carries it to the 29-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 1. And again, the Bombers in no rush. They're huddling up. They're calling the plays. 30 seconds. Clock rolling. Krisman. Low snap. Again, hands it to Buck. Buck powers down to the 20, inside the 20 maybe. That'll move the chains. That'll pause the clock long enough for them to do so with 16 seconds to go. They'll move the chains, they'll start the clock back up, and they don't have to snap the ball. They're going to head towards the sidelines. It's all over but the shouting here. Your final score from Aces Field tonight, it's going to be the visiting Edon Bombers 47 and the homestanding Hicksville Aces 20, as the Aces fall to 1 win and 2 losses for the record for the non-conference portion of the schedule this year. Again, a couple of tremendous plays by the Aces through the course of this game, but it was just too little and spaced too far apart. They're overpowered early by the Bombers and just never able to really get back into contention after that first half expired. Well, as the teams congratulate themselves, I want to say a big thank you to the last of our diamond level underwriting supporters making our coverage possible here tonight. That's Denny Vetter and our gang, all our good friends over at ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, a world-class facility located right here in Hicksville's Industrial Park, offering plasma, robotics, welding, and so much more. Check out their website to see all of the great things that they do and all the incredible stuff that they're capable of doing at ARC Solutions. They're at www.arcsolinc.com. We want to thank them so very much for their continued support of all of our Aces sports broadcasts here on Hicksville Community Television. Of course, not only do they help us out, but whenever there's a community effort or anything going on, you almost always hear ARC Solutions listed as one of the contributors to that. They're just a great group of people, a terrific business, and a great part of our Hicksville community. And again, we want to thank them for their diamond level underwriting support. ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville, Ohio, at www.arcsolinc.com. Thanks also to our other 3 diamond level underwriters for helping us out as well. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. APT Manufacturing Solutions of Hicksville, Ohio, and online at aptmfg.com/careers. The Hicksville Pharmacy, located right in the heart of downtown Hicksville, Ohio. Call them at 419-542-6218 for information on COVID boosters, flu shots, and more. And, of course, we already mentioned ARC Solutions Incorporated of Hicksville. All 4 of them, diamond-level underwriters. They underwrite all of our Aces sports coverage throughout the entire year here on HIX-TV. We cannot thank them enough. So with that, we're going to call it a night here tonight and get ready to head out into the Labor Day holiday weekend. We do want to say a big thank you once again to the athletic department here at Hicksville Schools, Mr. Paul Overmeyer and Mr. Jeff Hott. The co-athletic directors always making us feel very welcome, helping us out. We can't thank them enough. And thanks to you for joining us. Rough night for Aces fans, I know, but again, hope you enjoyed the live coverage here on the HIX-TV YouTube channel. Well, we're going to wrap it up. Our next live broadcast for sports will be coming your way next week on, I believe, Thursday with some junior high volleyball action. And, of course, we'll be right back here at Aces Field 1 week from today for week number 4 and the start of the Green Meadows Conference campaign for the Aces as they host the Antwerp Archers. So with that, and until then, one last time tonight, your final score this evening, it was the Edon Bombers 47 and the Aces 20. And for Chris Warner running the camera and overseeing the live stream on the laptop, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, wishing all of you a very good night, a happy Labor Day weekend.